Okay, so in this section, let's try to create a simple traffic light, right? So in a traffic light, I'm going to bring my multi-line comment. My multi-line comment is not working. Okay, figure it out now. So for my simple multi-line comment, we are going to build a simple traffic light based on the color of the light. We tell cars, right? We print the right information to the cars on what to do, right? So for example, we know that if it is yellow, let's say red, if it is red, we are going to print stop. If it is blue, no, there's no blue. But if it is orange, right, orange, then we are going to say um, decelerate, right, decelerate. And then when it is a green, we say go, or we can say move, right? This is a simple traffic light. So first we have the light status. So light status, right? So we see the light status. So you can either, if it is red, you say stop. If it is orange, decelerate. And if it is green, you say go, right? Go for green, decelerate for orange, and red for stop. Okay. Now, how do we do that? So here in each case, there's going to be, so we can do this using the simple if statement, right? So let's try to do that, because I want to base on that and teach you something different when it comes to single condition. So one of them is, so let's use if statement. First we need to get the light, right? String, so light equals to, so you can start with red, color red. So it's a string now. Oh, it's a string, so it should be in double quotation mark. So the color is red. So we have this. The next thing, if it is red, now let's start the print statement. Red will give us stop, right? If it is red. No, let's start with green. Green to move. Right, this is what we need to do. We are building an if statement. If light is equal to green, if the light is green, we are going to print you can move. Basically, double yes. Then else if, for the intermediate condition, that's going to be if, else if light is equal to red, then we are going to say stop. We are going to print stop now. Else if light is equal to orange, we are going to say print slow down. That's what we are going to print. But if it is any other color, which is going to be else, any other color or any other thing, we're saying traffic light not functional. Is, if it is any other color, let's say follow police direction. Let's follow police direction, because maybe that do any other color, right? So these are the three ones that we understand for our traffic light. If it's any other color, meaning it's faulty, so we need to, there will be a police of user put at that position to direct vehicle. So we're printing that if it's anything aside those three colors. So you see that in this case, right, for each status, we know the particular value that light will contain. So light can be red, right? We are comparing only one value. It's not like it's within a range for the previous time when we're doing the grade 80 to 90, 90 to this, but then there is one in each case, there's one value that we can compare the light to, right? So light can be green, light can be red, light can be orange. So we know the exact values that they can be in, right? So this one will work, right? So currently the value is red. So I'm going to run this statement that in that. So yeah, I say stop now. It's stop now. So it's red here, right? So since it's red, the only statement that will run will be this statement, and then it's going to say stop now because the color is red. Remember, all these things are connected, right? We learned this in the previous session. All these if statements are connected because it's if else if else if else, then they are all connected and only one of them will run, and in this case only the second condition is able to run. Okay, so let's change it to green. Let me run it. Then I say you can move because green is for you can move. Then let's do orange, and orange is going to tell us slow down, right? So now let's put any color. Let's just do a mistake here, right? Orange is not really orange. So if you do that, say follow police direction because orange is not of the option. So any other thing that you give, anything that is any other thing that doesn't match any of the cases, right? We are going to have the else always running, follow police direction, anything that doesn't match the defined cases. So this is using the if statement. So in cases where you know the specific value for in each case, not like a range like previous time, you we use something special. Instead of using the if statement, we are going to move to switch. We call it switch statement. So I'm going to comment all this thing out. I'll keep it here, right? I'll keep it here. Let me delete it for now. So we are actually not going to use the so we are going to use the switch statement. So how does the switch statement work? So we are going to have something called switch, and the switch is like light switch, right? You put it on, the switch is going to watch this value, is going to watch the light value. So the switch is going to be on the light because this is the light value that will be changing. Okay, so we are going to say that in case that we have um the light is actually green, in case that it is green, we are going to um in case that it is green, we are going to print so it's colon. Yeah, basically we are going to print um you can move something. Oh, okay. So yeah, it prints you can move basically. So in case that the switch light, so if light, so the switch will be watching this light value because that's the listen. So the variable light is here, right? So the switch is going to be put on this light. In case the switch light is green, the case that what we have from there is green, is going to run this particular command under it, right? So let's do it for the other cases. So there may be another case that the light may be orange, orange colon. We are going to print please slow down basically, right? So now that's for the case. This case, we are going to another case. In case we have red, then we are going to say print um you must stop now, you must stop now basically. And then in case it's anything else, right, that doesn't match, then they will print a default value, right? And then we print the default value, and then under the default value we are going to print uh follow police direction, follow police direction. So now this is how, this is the full structure of the if state switch statement. So switch is such a way that so it's, we open the switch first, right, to focus on the light. So it will be watching this particular light variable, right, watching the content. In case the content, that's case, in case the content is green, it's going to run this command below it. In case the command, the thing is orange, is going to run this below it. In case it is red, it's going to run this. And then in case it is default, like it doesn't match any of those, then it's going to print this particular value, and all of them should be inside the switch variable. So that's how switch works, right? Here we know the specific values, only one value needs to be compared to, right, all the time, like how we did in the previous case. And then the switch will be watching this light, and then be doing the case things under them. Let's run this. We are not done with this, but then let's run this, and then I'll clarify why I said that we are not done with it. So if I run this right now, it's just saying follow police direction, because right now I put all inside, and that all is going to follow just a default, because it doesn't match this case, doesn't match this case, doesn't match this case. Whenever it doesn't match any case, it will go to the default one and run the default. That's how the switch works. Now let's go to orange now. So if I run the orange, it says please slow down, please slow down. So you can see that, where is it, please slow down works because the case is an orange, and that really takes care of everything. The next one is, let me do green, and I run this. It says you can move, it says you can move. So this move one works for us, right? So you can move because it's green, and then since is that the case, it has ignored the rest, right? So it's only pick one of them and work. So always we are matching this to each of the cases. So we are switching, the switch is going to be watching, it's like a switch, right? It's going to be watching the content of the light variable. If the light variable is green, then it's going to run a particular set of command. If the case is the case of the variable, the state is, in case it is orange, it's going to run this. In case it is red, did I try red? Let me try red. In case it's red, then it is going to say stop. But yeah, you must stop now. That's the one for red, you must stop now. Then any other thing that is doesn't match any of those cases, we are just basically going to have the default run whenever none of them has matched. Direction, wow, is that how I wrote direction? Direction, right? Let me run it again just to have the right word. So yeah, follow police direction. So that's how the switch case work, right? Yes. So you watch this all the time, and anytime anything changes, you change it accordingly. Yeah. So this is how the switch case, where you need to use it when you know the specific comparison per each case. But if you have a complex one where you have something, a grade big, like yes, the last one that we did, the grade system one that we created, from 80 to 89.99, that's a whole of range, right? But then switch only work when you have a single value to compare with the corresponding variable here. So right, it's equality comparison. It's going to watch exactly the content of light, and then whatever you have must match specifically before the case will work. If you have something like that that compares exactly to the content, then you use switch. But anything aside that, the if statement should help.